107.3, Pittsburgh's number one for hip hop and R&B. I'm your pretty kitty on your radio. What's good in your head? Big things happening May 29th right here in the city of Pittsburgh. There is a production called The Journey, and it's an original, inspirational stage production. And it's produced by Gabrielle Haywood, who is here with me right now. Gabrielle, so here's the thing. First off, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Second, I have actually seen posts about the journey on social media because two of my favorite Petra family is a part
Okay.
of the play. And me shout out to my girl Nicole Wesley. I call her
Yes.
cornbread.
Yes.
And
Bishop calls her cornbread.
Michael Shields
Yes.
is I've known Michael for so many years, and I mean you have a lot of familiar
Mm.
faces on the production. But first things first, tell me about the production. What inspired you to do it, and then we'll move from there because I know I'm gonna have more questions once you start talking.
Okay. First, again, thank you for having me. I appreciate it today.
Absolutely.
Um, wow. I think a lot of people absolutely love The Wizard of Oz. I grew up just loving The Wizard of Oz, and I thought something, even as a little girl, I thought something was so prophetic about The Wizard of Oz. I just thought she's on this journey, Yellow Brick Road, but at the end, it always says you what was in you all along.
It was
And
already
as a
there,
little
yeah.
girl, I just love the concept.
Mhm.
So I was asked to write a play back in 1998 at through my local church in Atlanta. And I went back to, I love The Wizard of Oz. I would love to see a spiritual version
Mhm.
of that. And that's where it started 25 years ago, actually, is our 25th anniversary this year, or last
Mhm.
December was our 25th anniversary of the first show in Atlanta.
Mhm.
So because I live here now, I wanted to do a 25th anniversary, and I'm starting here and then going back to Atlanta to celebrate the 25th anniversary.
Okay, and what is the journey about? Because you talked about how the Wizard of Oz inspired you, but what is the journey about? Is it similar to what Dorothy went through? But
Yes.
I don't want to have to figure it out. You go ahead and tell me what the story is.
Okay. Good. I'm glad you asked. It's actually a spiritual rendition of The Wizard of Oz. It's based on the story of The Wizard of Oz, but our story is a little different. Of course, they don't meet the wizard, they meet God. But
Mm,
our Dorothy, her name is Doretha, she's on a quest to find out what her purpose is. She's getting degrees after degrees after degrees, but she still doesn't know what her purpose is. So
mm,
she sets out on a quest to find that out. Well, on her journey, she does meet a similar character as the Scarecrow, but our Scarecrow is a drug dealer who thinks he doesn't have a brain. He's always been called stupid all his life. So, as we know, a drug dealer is not so much he doesn't have a brain, he just has the wrong product. So, our Scarecrow is Scar, the drug dealer. Then our Tin Man is Tim Manning. Mr. Manning is a billionaire who doesn't have a heart, and he's very ruthless and heartless. In today's society, that's very prominent. So we have a billionaire that doesn't have a heart. Then our last character is a lion, but our character is a pastor. His name is Pastor Lyons, who doesn't have the courage to speak what thus saith the Lord. He's speaking what he thinks the people want to hear. He's speaking what society is telling him to speak, but he doesn't have the courage to speak the truth. So we have the brainless, heartless, and no courage. And then we have Doretha, our lead character, who is on a quest to find her purpose.
wow.
That was a mouthful, right?
That's wow. Okay, 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 okay.
A spiritual rendition.
And here's the thing though. So I always go to our youth and how I feel like our youth should take a glimpse of our youth and all
Yes,
the lessons that we learned growing up. What raised me?
yes.
The Huxtables raised me. And so the lessons that I learned watching, the Cosby Show, even stay with me until this day, and what I should
Mhm.
appreciate. Never forgetting when Theo got kicked out. You know what I mean? When they moved him out and made the
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
And I feel like this is a prime example of what our young people need. And so this is a production that is for everybody. Like you said,
Yes.
it's designed to inspire and uplift and audiences from every angle,
Yes.
every hue, every it's not even about well, I mean, of course, instead of seeing the wizard, they're seeing Jesus or they're seeing God and so I guess the spiritual background, but it's for everybody.
Everybody.
Wow. That's amazing.
Every walk of life, every walk of life, we try to incorporate every walk of life. You have
Yeah.
the educated, the wealthy, the not so wealthy, the spiritual, the church. So you
Yeah.
have kind of everybody mixed in, and instead of munchkins, we have what we call muches. They're rappers, they're neighborhood people, much love, much peace, much joy, much of it, much power. So instead of munchkins, we have muches. So they're all the fruits of the spirit. So we had a little bit of everybody. You got rappers, and it's just a wide range of characters to kind of meet everybody where they are.
Sounds like it's going to be pretty entertaining. I'm hearing
Yes, yes,
softness. I'm hearing laughter. I'm hearing a
yes.
bunch of mms. I'm hearing a bunch
Hmm.
of, you better sing that song, girl. I'm hearing all the
Yes,
things.
yes.
When and where can we see this?
Well, first of all, it's opening May 29th.
Hmm.
May 29th through the 31st. Friday night is our opening night at 7:30 at the Charity Randall Theater in Oakland, 4301 Forbes Avenue, 15213. That's in Oakland, it's at the Charity Randall Theater.
Hmm.
It's a beautiful theater. It has a red door. It
Okay.
looks like a cathedral. I always like to say that because people are like, "Where is that?"
Yeah.
So
Okay. And we could get tickets there, or should we get tickets beforehand? Like, how can we get the
get
tickets?
tickets beforehand. We would like that. We would appreciate that. But
Okay.
also, you can get tickets at www.gabin, just like cabin, but with a G, Gabin, Gabin, productions.com.
Okay. Um, you've you've had you're celebrating a 10 year for this? No,
25 years.
25 years. So you've shown this before
Hmm.
in a different state. What was the feedback from the attendees? So you always get like anyone doing a production, you get the before and then you get the after, what they think they're going to expect or what they think is going to happen. And then afterwards, just like, so what was the feedback that you received when you did this 25 years ago?
It is probably the same feedback I'm getting now, which is it's kind of fun to me to get the feedback. When someone asked me to write a play, they had never seen my work, so basically, when they saw the play, they were like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
um, I didn't expect this." And honestly, I thought they may have thought like I was going to write like a little Sunday school play. And it wasn't that. It was a major production that
Mhm.
easily could be on Broadway. And that was the feedback. It was powerful. The message was just resounding, and basically it ministered to people.
Mhm.
But I did get that initial like shock because it's a major production. We have 20 something cast members, we have dancers, rappers, we have wing singers. So it was a bit more than they expected, which is what you want to do. You want to deliver more than people expect. Here, I have an older video that I've shown some close friends and so forth, and showed the cast that we have now of some
Mhm.
of our previous shows, and they're a little surprised as well. And that's a fun surprise that you don't expect that. Maybe you expect a little Scooby-Doo show. I don't know,
Yeah.
but, but for the
No,
most part, they're a little
this is gonna
surprised.
be this sounds it's gonna be big. Now, knowing Nicole and knowing Mike, Nicole is a worshiper. Okay. This
Yes.
woman is such a worship, like
Yes.
I
Yes.
every time she see me, she give me a word, and I'm like, "Ugh." So,
Yes.
and Mike is just he's a giant teddy
Yes.
bear, but
Yes.
that brother has such a word in him.
Yes.
I'm not familiar with the other actors,
Yes.
the James Perry, the Puma Dumar, the Quaylen Greens and Leighton Rochester. I'm not familiar with them, but I don't even want to ask you who I'm not gonna say who your favorites are because as the producer, as a director, as a writer, everybody is a baby. Everybody, that's your special babies. But who
Yes.
do we look out? I tell you my two, only because I know them from Petra Fam. But who are the ones that you like? You know what? You need to watch Lanice Rouse. You need to look out for her. Who is that one that you're thinking you should tell the audience? Watch out for this
Well,
one.
I do want to just speak on briefly about Nicole and
Yes.
about Mike, simply because when I first moved to Pittsburgh, I didn't join a church at
Hmm.
first initially, but when I did join Petra and when I did hear Nicole, I didn't know her name, I didn't know anything about her, and I said if I ever do a show in Pittsburgh, she's going to play goodness. I
Hmm.
didn't know she can act. I didn't know anything about her.
Hmm.
And she came in. I don't know anything. I was like, you're a worshiper. That's all I saw. That's all I knew. I didn't even really know her, but she has been the breakout star. She is bringing it. She's
Hmm.
bringing it.
Hmm.
And it's interesting because I just brought her on because God said so. And
Nice.
then the same thing with Mike. Mike is playing the Christ, and Mike is bringing that character to life. And that's a very difficult role to play. So let me
Yeah.
say that first
Yeah.
about the two of them. But I have some other breakout stars. Lanice Rouse has never done any acting. She can sing, but she was shy and she's never done any acting. She is bringing Big Mom to life.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
like our Annie M character.
Okay.
And then we have another young lady, Maya Lane. She is a powerful actress and
Okay.
she plays Mr. Manning, the billionaire's executive assistant. So she's bringing that character life to life powerfully. And I don't want to just name those, but those are some,
That
breakout
stick
ones
out.
that you're like,
Yeah.
oh, and they were, a little shy at the beginning or whatever. Now they're just bringing those characters to life, and it's awesome to watch,
Uh,
awesome to see. And we have a little girl, um, that I wrote this character in for someone else at Petra, and
mhm.
she couldn't do the role. So we have a little 9-year-old, Riley, that is bringing this little character power. She's called Much Power, but she's the smallest one of the bunch, and
Yeah.
she's bringing it with power. So, I mean,
Wow.
just tons of talent that Pittsburgh is just going to be so honored to have them. I'm so excited for them to come. Oh God, I'm so excited.
I mean,
I can keep going on and on.
this is 25 years. And so bringing it back in 25 years, what have you discovered about this project and even about your writing and directing and producing ability? Like, damn, I didn't know that this was going to end up like this, or oh, I need to change this because of today's times. Like, what was something that sparked that curiosity and that awakening?
I think just getting with a whole new cast. This is an entirely new cast, of
Hmm.
course, 25 years later, but getting, I think, people to understand, although it's a fun show, it's spiritually based, but it is ministry for me first. It is
Hmm.
ministry. I want to touch hearts. I want to touch minds. I want to change people's lives. I don't just want to entertain. So for me, just getting people to understand when you're ministering your lines, you'll familiarize yourself with your character a lot better.
Hmm.
So bringing it to life here in Pittsburgh, just getting the actors, the singers to kind of get a better understanding. It is ministry. It is ministering to people, although it is a stage play.
Okay.
That has been crucial and critical for me just to make that point that it is a ministry. It
Okay.
is a ministry, although it's a stage play.
All right. May 29th through the 31st, Charity
Yes.
Randall Theater, 4301 Forbes Avenue. Get your tickets now. Don't wait until you see it posted on social media. Be a part of this. GabinProductions.com. That is the website where you can get your tickets.
Yes.
Gabin Productions LLC presents The Journey, a spiritual rendition of The Wizard of Oz. No Toto, huh?
No, I would love to
I
have
think we'll be
Toto,
fine.
but
I
I don't
think we'll
want
be
to.
good.
Yeah,
I think we'll be
I
all
don't
right.
want to clean up all the poop and all that.
Smart woman. I love that. Gabrielle Haywood, thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
this. Thank you for answering
Thank
the
you.
call and being obedient to
Thank
God's
you.
word and what He said to you in your heart. And I'm going to be there. I have to see this. This is amazing. And I saw, like I told you, I saw this on socials. It was posted by Mike and posted by a couple of people But I'm glad that we got a chance to talk and I got a better understanding as to your why. And so thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank
I look
you.
forward
Thank you.
to taking that journey with you. See what I did there?
Thank you so much. Can I mention one more thing?
Please go ahead.
I just want to mention as well that Elder Lisa, Bishop's wife, since she passed, but there is a song that Elder Lisa sang and wrote, and Bishop and Elder Lisa wrote it. So I've always wanted that song when I heard it to be a part
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
That song is a part of the show. So it's an honor.
Ah,
It's an honor, especially since Elder Lisa's gone,
I
that
miss her
Bishop will
so
have an
much.
opportunity to see that song come to pass. It's going to be
Ah,
so awesome, so powerful.
well,
Even I'm
Petra's
tearing
gonna,
up saying it. I'm just like,
yeah,
oh,
Petra's
just,
gonna be in the building. You know that. You
yes,
know that.
yes,
Petra's gonna be in the
yes,
building. So
yes.
all right, we got to get these
Thank
tickets.
you. Yes,
GabinProductions.com, May 29th through the 31st. It's going to be at the Charity Randall Theater. It's called The Journey, a spiritual rendition of The Wizard of Oz. Gabrielle
yes.
Haywood, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for telling us what's good in your hood. God bless.
God bless you. Thank you for having me.